Hi guys, this is TK2, and this is a quick Cryx tip. So this quick tip is about how to use some of the spells in Cryx as not what they were originally intended for. There's some spells where it looks pretty straightforward, you know, like Hellmouth for example. It's a spell, you know, you cast it, you hit a guy, everyone within 3 inches gets sucked up into a black hole and then they all die. But that's not the only thing you can use it for. In this example right here, Deathjack is just ever so slightly out of range of this feral werewolf, right? And you really want to kill this because it's a heavy beast, and you know, taking a heavy beast off the board is always a good thing. So this is how to use Hellmouth and maybe some other spells in Cryx to, you know, help you out in the charge threat range area and not just damaging spells. So this is what happens. You see that he's just ever so slightly out, and you're like, okay, we're smart, we can take him out. So we're going to go ahead and give Deathjack 3 focus. He gets 2 because of his hands, right? Now we're going to take a super low death infantry model, like, you know, a scrap thrall, run him up in front of the werewolf, not engaging, that's important. Arc node up behind him, so he's in his back arc, and you're just going to arc a Hellmouth right through him, right? So you hit, because you need like a 3 to hit, or a 4 to hit. Now the werewolf is pulled 3 inches towards that, right? PAL 12 centered on top of him, kills the scrap thrall right away. It's removed from play so it doesn't explode, and you do piddly damage to the werewolf. But that doesn't matter because now you pulled him closer. So now Deathjack can just go ahead, spend a focus, charge him. He's well within charge range, and then, well, Deathjack is fighting a werewolf feral, and well, that doesn't end well for the feral. So that's a quick little tip. Not all spells seem what they are. Movement spells that also do damage are hugely powerful. Instead of extending Deathjack's threat range, or really anything's threat range, what you could do is, if something is on the edge of a scenario that you need to take control of to score some points, you could run infantry up around or by that model contesting the zone, Hellmouth that model, and pull the model out of the zone. Also, eDenny, if she tags something, she can teleport them. So what you can do is you can run up, tag a multiple wound model into position, so that then you can Hellmouth that model and pull the model you want out of the zone or into threat range. Another thing you could do too is, let's say that feral werewolf was like a Reckoner and it had the no magic spell on it. Well, what you can do is you could have ran your scrap thrall to be right here in front of Deathjack. So Reckoner's over here, right, just out of threat range. You ran the scrap thrall right in front, then you Hellmouth this guy, right? You Hellmouth the scrap thrall. What that does is it pulls Deathjack then up. Your dice off 7, so on average you do no damage to Deathjack. You kill the scrap thrall so that's no longer blocking your charge range, but then that increases Deathjack's threat range without actually targeting the thing you need to target. So like if Deathjack needs to target or charge a colossal that can't be moved, or something like that, something that can't be spelled, you can go ahead and spell that thing in front of you. Now, another thing to think of, I've never done this, but it's a possibility. As Deathjack's here, right, you have 2 scrap thralls. I use them as an example because they're easy to hit. And then something over here, right? And let's say you're 5 inches out. Okay, this is what you do. You run 1 scrap thrall in front of Deathjack. And you only want to do this because it's a huge, you only want to do this if you need to, because it's a huge investment of focus. And then 1 in front of the thing you're trying to go after. And then eDenny Hellmouth that thing, pulls this guy forward, right? Deathjack with his focus, Hellmouth the thing in front of him, pulls himself forward, and now Deathjack can then charge what he's going after. So that costs 8 focus. You know, Deathjack could have 1 left on him so he could charge. So you can go really far with that, but he'll only have his initial attacks when he gets there. But maybe it's to kill a caster. You know, if you go dry on focus and, you know, you sacrifice your entire army to get their caster, hey, that's worth it, right? You win the game. So just something to think about. Go out there, try it, let me know what you think, and have a great day.